This is the UH-60 Blackhawk, a $100 million helicopter that's been flying into danger zones for over 4 decades, clocking over 10 million flight hours across every imaginable battlefield and disaster zone. It's the workhorse of the U.S. military. On the surface, it's a marvel of engineering, capable of carrying up to 9,000 pounds, flying at speeds of 183 miles per hour, and outfitted with cutting-edge avionics. But beneath its iconic silhouette lies a web of hidden costs, shadowy missions, and a trail of failures so alarming they nearly grounded this aviation titan before it ever took off. But what's so special about the UH-60 Blackhawk? And why are so many militaries and private contractors still betting on a design first introduced in the 1970s? Let's find out. Evolution of the Blackhawk. It all started in the chaotic aftermath of the Vietnam War. The UH-1 Huey, once the pride of U.S. Army aviation, was showing its limitations. While revolutionary in the 1960s, the Huey struggled with heavy loads, had limited survivability, and was easily damaged in combat. The Army realized it needed a new workhorse, a helicopter that could dominate in transport, combat assault, and medevac missions. The solution came through the 1972 Utility Tactical Transport Aircraft System program. Sikorsky Aircraft emerged victorious with its UH-60 Blackhawk design, and by 1979, the first Blackhawks were entering service. From the get-go, it was a game-changer. The UH-60 was faster, carried heavier payloads, and could survive hostile environments better than any of its predecessors. Designed with modularity in mind, the Blackhawk could be quickly adapted for different missions. Need to evacuate wounded soldiers? Just equip it with stretchers and medical gear. Facing a heavily fortified enemy position? Add rocket pods or machine guns. It was truly a jack of all trades. Its durability set new standards. The fuselage could withstand small arms fire, and the crash-resistant fuel tanks reduced the risk of catastrophic explosions. These innovations saved countless lives and cemented its reputation as the toughest helicopter in the skies. But these upgrades came at a cost. The Blackhawk was one of the most expensive projects in military aviation history at the time. Billions were poured into R&D, and each unit cost millions more. Critics questioned the spending, but the military insisted the investment was worth it. Fast forward to today, and it has evolved into over 30 variants. From the UH-60M with advanced avionics to the stealthy modifications seen in classified operations, the Blackhawk has remained at the forefront of military technology. Over 4,000 units have been produced, and it remains in service with over 20 nations. The $100 million price tag. At first glance, the price tag for a Blackhawk seems steep, $5 to $20 million per unit. But when you factor in its full life cycle costs, that number skyrockets to over $100 million. Why? Let's break it down. The base price covers the airframe, engines, and basic avionics. But no military helicopter flies in its base configuration. Each Blackhawk is customized with mission-specific modifications, from advanced radar systems to specialized armaments. For example, the UH-60 Pavehawk, used for combat search and rescue, includes advanced infrared cameras, defensive systems, and mid-air refueling capabilities, all adding millions to the cost. Then there are the operating expenses. The UH-60 Blackhawk's T700 GE701C engines, while reliable and powerful, consume a significant amount of fuel. Each engine requires approximately 175 gallons of fuel per hour during standard operations, translating to around 800 pounds of fuel consumed per hour. At an estimated cost of $5 per gallon, this results in hourly fuel expenses of $875 per helicopter. Over a year, assuming 200 flight hours, the fuel cost alone can reach $175,000. This figure increases substantially in high-demand or combat scenarios. Maintenance represents another significant expense. The Blackhawk requires regular servicing every 200 to 300 flight hours, with major maintenance milestones costing up to 20% of its value annually. For a new UH-60M, priced at $5 to $7 million, maintenance costs can range from $500,000 to $1.4 million each year. This includes labor-intensive tasks like rotor blade replacements and avionics repairs, where each rotor blade can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Additionally, unexpected repairs during high-stress operations often escalate these costs. Cutting-edge technology. The Black Hawk's technology has set benchmarks for military aviation and continues to evolve with each new variant. One of its most remarkable features is its composite rotor blades, designed to withstand small arms fire and harsh weather conditions. This durability ensures that the Black Hawk can operate in some of the world's most hostile environments, from the deserts of the Middle East to the mountainous terrains of Afghanistan. The UH-60M, one of the latest variants, boasts a digital glass cockpit that revolutionizes how pilots interact with the aircraft. Touchscreen displays, enhanced GPS systems, and digital communication tools provide unprecedented situational awareness. These features are life-saving. They allow pilots to precisely navigate complex combat scenarios, minimizing risks to the crew and passengers. Another standout feature is the Black Hawk's Integrated Vehicle Health Management System. This advanced diagnostic tool monitors the helicopter's systems in real time, alerting maintenance crews to potential issues before they become critical. The result? Reduced downtime and increased operational efficiency. Modern Black Hawks are also equipped with advanced defensive systems, including missile warning sensors and infrared countermeasures. These tools make it incredibly difficult for enemy forces to target the helicopter, ensuring its survivability in high-risk missions. But the Black Hawk isn't just about defense, it's also a powerful offensive tool. Variants like the UH-60 LDAP are armed to the teeth with machine guns, rockets, and even Hellfire missiles. This configuration transforms the Black Hawk into a deadly attack helicopter capable of supporting ground troops or eliminating high-value targets. The technology inside the Black Hawk is constantly evolving. Every new variant introduces upgrades that keep the helicopter ahead of the curve, ensuring that it remains a critical asset for decades to come. Stealth and covert missions. When it comes to stealth, the Black Hawk's capabilities are shrouded in secrecy. What makes a Black Hawk stealthy? While many details are classified, experts believe the stealth variant features radar-absorbent materials, sound-dampening modifications, and advanced heat dispersion systems. These features make it nearly invisible to radar and significantly reduce its noise signature, a critical factor in covert missions. Most people first heard about its stealth modifications during the 2011 raid on Osama bin Laden's compound. In that operation, a specially modified Black Hawk was used to insert Navy SEALs into Pakistan undetected. Despite the loss of one helicopter due to a crash, the mission showcased the Black Hawk's unmatched versatility and capability in covert operations. But the bin Laden raid is far from the only example of the Black Hawk in action. Its combat debut occurred during Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada in 1983, where it transported troops and supplies under fire. In Operation Gothic Serpent in Somalia, immortalized by the film Black Hawk Down, the UH-60 played a central role in the mission to capture Somali warlords. Although two Black Hawks were shot down during the operation, their crews displayed extraordinary bravery, further elevating the helicopter's iconic status. In Iraq and Afghanistan, Black Hawks have been the backbone of U.S. military operations, performing troop transport, medevac, and logistical support missions in some of the world's most hostile environments. The helicopter's ability to adapt to various missions has made it indispensable. For instance, the UH-60 Pavehawk variant has been crucial in combat search and rescue missions. The Black Hawk has also been a key player in humanitarian efforts. It was deployed to deliver aid following the devastating earthquake in Haiti in 2010 and after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Its versatility allows it to transition seamlessly from combat to humanitarian missions, further showcasing its value. The helicopter's role in classified missions is shrouded in secrecy, but leaks and reports suggest that the Black Hawk has been used for everything from intelligence gathering to counter-terrorism operations. Its ability to operate in extreme conditions and its advanced technology makes it a favorite for such missions. Controversies and classified operations. The UH-60 Black Hawk has cemented its place as one of the most widely used military helicopters globally, with over 20 countries adopting it into their fleets. But its sales extend far beyond commerce, delving into geopolitics and influence. For example, in 2010, the U.S. approved a $3.1 billion arms deal to supply Taiwan with 60 Blackhawks, a move seen as a clear message to China, which claims Taiwan as its own. Similarly, sales to Middle Eastern nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE have reinforced U.S. influence in the region, ensuring these militaries rely on American-made technology. Yet international sales haven't been without controversy. In 2014, allegations surfaced that Chinese hackers had stolen classified Black Hawk design data, coinciding with the debut of China's Z-20 helicopter, a strikingly similar design. Critics accuse China of reverse engineering the Black Hawk, exposing vulnerabilities in U.S. cybersecurity. The Black Hawk is also a political symbol. Its sales are tightly controlled through the Foreign Military Sales Program, ensuring only trusted allies gain access. However, deals often come with conditions, like mandatory U.S. training or maintenance programs. Countries like Turkey, seeking domestic production rights, have faced delays and cost overruns, straining partnerships. Compounding the issue are production inefficiencies and modernization costs. Upgrading aging Black Hawks to the latest UH-60M standard is essential but costly. These challenges spark debates over sustainability, with critics citing escalating costs and inefficiencies, while supporters argue its reliability and versatility justify the investment. Despite controversies, from technology theft to classified missions, the Black Hawk remains an indispensable tool in modern warfare, balancing its role as a life-saving asset and a powerful symbol of U.S. military might. Are $100 million helicopters worth the price? Let us know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes insights into military tech.